Well, hello again, Gabe. Been a while.
Hi, Dan.
Hi. Hey. We're going to do another movie review. We're kind of overdue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Been a while.
Yeah, that pandemic, you know. So we went and saw Wes Anderson's latest film, The French Dispatch.
A message from the foreman. 1 hour to press.
You're fired.
Really?
Don't cry in my office.
Yeah. Pretty artsy. Whimsical. Very detailed. And multiple stories.
And a lot of actors who had cameos.
Yeah.
A ton.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun pointing out. I'm like, hey, that's Saoirse Ronan or Edward Norton and
Yeah.
a bunch of people.
Little bit parts. But it was definitely Wes Anderson.
You can always tell if it's a Wes Anderson movie, the way it's framed and the way he pans, and it looks like every single image is like a painting almost.
Yeah, and there's a lot of detail in them. And then he'll even have people pose like it's a painting.
Yeah. It's like a tableau. There's those parts where it would be like a freeze frame. It was supposed to be like a picture.
Yeah,
but it was
live action.
It was live action, and you could tell because the people are slightly moving.
And he was dangling a brick like it was being thrown in the air. And that's Wes Anderson. He's a very visual artist. He really takes the art form to almost an extreme, I think. And his films are worthy of another viewing.
Sure.
You say there's three main stories. I felt there was a fourth one, plus the fifth little bit about the Bill Murray obituary.
But those other two that you're saying, the smaller stories, play into the French Dispatch as a magazine.
Correct.
They're not like their own story. They go back to the magazine.
And actually, in the credits at the end, they show pictures like the covers of these magazines. Very New Yorker. Very, very New Yorker.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, what I read is it's a takeoff on the New Yorker. And
there was some animation too that reminded you of the New Yorker.
Right. Well, he made other films. He did stop motion animation with the Fantastic Mr. Fox. Right. And then with the dog, what was it? The Isle of Dogs.
Isle of Dogs.
That's actual, drawing animation. I don't think it's computer. And this had part of the storyline of one of the stories was all animation, the car chase. And that was actually rather humorous. And the music really played well into that.
Oh, there's actually a lot of humor in it. I was laughing the whole time.
Yeah. Well, the acting too, and how the actors played off. You pronounce his name better than I do.
Benicio del Toro
and Adrian Brody played off each other very well. Very well. I
actually really liked that story. I think it was my favorite.
It was my favorite one too. Actually, it was. And I liked every little bit that Bill Murray was in. But he wasn't
in it that much. I thought he was going to be like the main. He kind of is the main guy,
Right.
But he's not the lead actor in it.
No, not at all. He's not really, even in a quarter of it.
Yeah. There really wasn't a lead actor.
And it is R-rated because there's some nudity. There's a little bit of language, but it is so whimsical, so warm in the way it depicts things. Even the violence was light in a way. Some of the worst violence was actually not on camera.
Or they're alluding to the violence, but it's like a freeze frame. They're doing a tableau of.
Where you see a little blood splattered on the wall.
Sure.
Yeah. It's interesting stories.
I was highly entertained, and I like Wes Anderson. I think a lot of people, for some people, it goes over their head, where they don't necessarily think it's a comedy and they don't get it.
You got to allow yourself into his world.
Yeah.
And that's why I always look forward to a Wes Anderson film whenever they come out. I highly recommend seeing this film personally. It was nominated for the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival where it opened. It was delayed a year because of COVID, and it came out this July. Film Festival was reopened. It didn't win, but nice place to open a film.
Sure.
Yeah, and you got some recognition for it. And he's making a new film called Asteroid City. It's in production now. He's not that old a guy.
Is that going to be animated?
I have no idea. I just found out about it. But I'm looking forward to it already.
He likes to use a lot of the same actors. I mean, this one had a ton of actors, but he was like Owen Wilson seems to be like in.
Yeah, Bill Murray.
Yeah.
You know, The Life Aquatic.
Sure.
Jason Schwartzman.
Who also had a cameo in this.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
small.
Well, I think what it is, the actors want to be in his films. They like his style. And I don't think it's a hard day shoot, you know, because this is a series of different stories. No one actor is throughout the film other than Bill Murray pops up here and there. And Bill Murray probably spent 3 weeks filming.
Yeah.
You know? So you can go off and do something else.
What about the scene where they were on stage and they were making it seem like, you remember with the
manifesto?
The manifesto one, right? And he like jumps out the window.
Yes,
And
that
then
was
the-
a unique.
It's unique. It kind of reminded me of like Dogtown or something, where they're filming on stage to make it seem like it's real, but using minimalism to.
Oh, yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, well, he uses
Artistic.
theatrical techniques in his filming, which I think is very cool.
Unique.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, well, I recommend it. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. If
Right,
you like
you know.
Wes Anderson and
Right. Yeah, if you don't like Wes Anderson, don't bother. And that's sorry for you. No. Okay.
cool. Thanks.